This is my absolute favorite time of year. I don't know if it's because my birthday's in October or just because I love the colors of fall, but this is my favorite time of year. I don't think I have ever shown you our completed RV pad. Let me show it to you. Several weeks ago, we were finally able to get this cement here poured and connected to that sidewalk. It comes up this way and on out to the road. It makes a night and day difference in being able to back this RV up onto this cement versus when we didn't have this here. We were driving over the grass. We thought, oh, that will be okay. We'll be able to just drive over the grass onto the gravel back here. It never worked. We were always running into issues. So I am really happy to get that down, which should have been the first thing we did when we were working on our landscape and bought the RV. We should have had a place to park it. Instead, it was the last thing we did, but that's okay. We've got it, it's done, and we're excited about it. I always do a really good job of cleaning our RV when we're done with our trips. I just make sure that the bathrooms and the floors and the refrigerator's cleaned out. I don't leave any food in the refrigerator. In fact, I clean it out and I leave the doors ajarred so they stay open. Nothing can go mildy or whatever in there. And we take all of our food in the house so we don't have anything that draws attention to rodents or anything like that. But when we put it away last time, Chad left this vent open in the bathroom up here. And we have had some really nasty windstorms. And the trailer, I don't know if you can see this, the trailer has got a lot of dust. And you can feel it when you're walking on the floor. You can see it on the shower floor. When I am out here and I am working in here, it is like I am in a playhouse. Nothing to me is work when I'm fussing around inside of our RV. It's just play. It's no different than when I was 5 years old and wanting to play in a little playhouse. It feels the exact same. It is so fun. So this is where I keep my vacuum when I'm not using it, is right here. This vacuum is good when we're traveling, but I'm going to bring mine out from the house because I like the hose that I have with my other vacuum. Chad and I are still trying to figure out what clothes to leave out here and what clothes to keep in the house. It's a work in progress. I'm just going to start from top to bottom and go all the way around the inside and all the way down, and we'll do the floors last. It's going to feel amazing. These lights, we're just not going to let me dust them. They commanded that I wipe them off. They needed just a little bit more attention than just a duster. Much better. I like to use this on the counters, on the leather, on the wood. It just freshens it up. It smells so good. Once in a while. And it doesn't take a lot of that polish. Just dampen the cloth. It's really easy to clean a space when you don't have anything to clean around. If you want to know what's in my cupboards, not very much yet. I've got paper towels in there, a little speaker, the kids' crafts, paint when we go with the kids. Nothing. This is my drawer for my utensils, and I did have that on the bottom, but I found that I was always having to bend over for it, so I switched the two around because we don't use these as much as we use the paper products, but they are pretty. And Chad's apron and a tablecloth. And this is kind of our, every man needs a junk drawer, right? I'm going to freshen the refrigerator with a little vinegar and water. This says that it's a method bottle, but I've used all that out and I've been using it for my vinegar and water. Put about this much vinegar in and then fill the rest with water. Works great. I bought a few little bins to organize my refrigerator with. Bought that because we like to buy grapes a lot, and I thought, well, that will store really well in here. And then I bought a couple of these containers, and I put in sideways for my whatever meats or whatever I want in there. And then these, let me think. I think this used to be down here. Yes, I think I can't remember, but it just worked out best for me to have these bins right down here on the bottom, and then I can put my milk and items in there. These little trays are super nice too because they've got rubber on the bottom and it keeps everything from sliding around. I know I've showed you guys before what's in my drawers, but I know you want to see, so I'm just going to show you again. It's just random stuff. We do a lot of eggs, and Chad likes to make his little griff sandwiches, and so we've got these that we've purchased, and these because we didn't purchase enough, and these work just fine, these big rings, and my little supply of things. Sometimes I'll be in the house and I'm like, what happened to such and such, such and such? And then I'm like, but it's out in the trailer. So now when something comes up missing, I'll say to Chad, oh, it's probably out in the trailer. I have a really big tip for you. If you want to keep your kitchen clean, don't cook in it. I'm just kidding, but really, it's nice to cook in here, but it's not good to fry in here. To fry in here, it just will splatter and it gets greasy. And when we first bought this, we also bought a outdoor stove to cook on, and that is just like perfect. All the bacon, all the hamburgers, Chad will cook it outside, and in here I do warm-ups, heat water, well, whatever, you know, you cook on the stove, but I don't like to cook greasy, splattery stuff in here on this stove, if I can help it. When we travel, I take these off of the counter, but I've got those are really cute. I've got a little set of those that I like to put out over there in the back. I just think they're really pretty. Those are from Pendleton. That one. And then when I travel, I just put them in this drawer, wrap them up in a towel. So I do like to decorate, but I like to decorate with the things that I'm already going to be using. This toilet was clean. This is just where the water has evaporated out and it's left hard water deposits. And I am just going to spray it with some scrubbing bubbles. And I'm going to let that sit for a little while, and then I'm just going to wipe it out with a paper towel. Then I'm just going to spray the whole thing down with a little vinegar water and freshen it up. And I'll do all of this down here. and the floor while I'm at it. So it's really not much different than cleaning your toilet in the house. The thing that in RV toilets, you want to make sure that this little foot pedal gets cleaned really good, and just clean around the base of them just like you would in the house. I'm not even going to clean out the shower. I'm just going to vacuum it. It is fine. But if I were to be cleaning it today, if you want to know what to use on the shower, same thing. A little scrubbing bubbles is good to spray on and wipe off. The vinegar and water is great. I've been asked how often should you change your Betty's bedding. This is a Betty's bedding. A Betty's bedding is this, that it zips up, and it is awesome for trailers because it's just really nice. I will just tell you to wash it like you would your sheets. If we go on a trip and we're gone 2 weeks, then it doesn't get washed for 2 weeks, and we haven't ever done that. But if we do, it'll get washed maybe every 2 weeks or 3. If we're going to be gone for 3 weeks, I don't care. Maybe I'll change the pillowcases, but I don't go to bed dirty with dirty feet, and so, you know, change the pillowcases and wash it like you would your bedding. This was washed and put back on the bed when we got home from our last trip. I'm going to unzip it, and I'm just going to run my fingers through it and make sure nothing crawled in there while it was parked, and then I'm just going to zip it up, and we're going to be good with it to go on our trip. I will leave a link to Betty's bedding in the description below if you want to check them out. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a minute because I know I'm going to get questions about my vacuum. So let me talk about my vacuum for just a minute. This is a trusty friend, and I just love her. She's been with me for probably 35 years now, and she's got a little bit of duct tape on her that just enhances her, and her electrical cord has been wrapped in electrical tape a time or two. This is an Electrolux vacuum, and it does hard floors. It has a setting for hard floors, and then you can set it for the carpet, and the beater bars will start rotating. I love the attachments that I have that goes with it. It has a lot of power, and it has never given me a minute's trouble. And to change the bag, you just push these little buttons back here, and then this bag comes out, and they last a long time. I can buy a box of them, and it'll last me couple of years at least 2 or 3 years. A box of these will last me, so not too bad. Anyway, I knew you would ask me, so there you go. Okay, I keep a box of these in the trailer. I just really like them because they're disposable, and I can clean up quick messes. Let's see if this is... I can clean up quick messes with them, and they come in a box like this, and they stay wet because they've got a lid like this that you put on them when you're done with them. And then I've got this little Swiffer, and I just wrap the cloth around it like so. This is what it looks like, and I did clean the trailer when we put it away, but it's just gotten really dusty since it's sat here. So even after I vacuumed, that's how much I came up with when I mopped. I could go over it again, and I could probably get another bunch on it. I think I'll do that. I think I'll go over it one more time. There's the first time, there's the second time, and that's enough. The RV smells really nice and fresh and clean, and I can't wait to go out and use it again. I think if it ever gets to the point where you don't want to clean an RV anymore, maybe you've passed the RV stage. For me right now, it's just a lot of fun. You put a lot of money into these things, and if you're not enjoying cleaning it and taking care of it, then, well, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.